Hey everybody, welcome back to Sunday Afternoon Smokes, your casual conversation podcast from the Upstate of South Carolina. My name is Chris. I'm your host. I'm a realtor. I'm also the owner and operator of the Cigar Box, a mobile cigar bar that serves the Upstate and beyond. Most conversations are enjoyed over a cigar while I interview the local business professionals, entrepreneurs, and entertainers that make the greater Greenville area one of the most popular places to live. So I hope you get to sit back, light a cigar, and enjoy the show. Today I have the opportunity to sit down with Jake Henderson. And hey, man, thanks for coming on.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. Happy to be here.
Yeah, it's good to be here. I'm looking forward to our conversation. I like to let my guests introduce themselves. So take a minute, say as much or as little about yourself as you like. And while you do that, I'm going to light my cigar.
Okay. So I'm Jake Henderson. I am born and raised in Greenville County, from the area. Obviously, I own and operate Carolina Barbell Club. We operate out of Britt's Brothers Gym here in Greenville. I've owned Carolina Barbell since 2020, so going on 5 years. Actually, we just celebrated our 5-year. We are a group of people who are bound by strength, or united by strength. That is our main passion. We have bodybuilders, we have general population people, we have strength athletes, strongman powerlifting. We have everybody from a 17-year-old kid to a 65-year-old grandmother, and we train everybody far in between. We are not just for strength athletes. Like I said, I think strength is a bond that combines or brings a lot of people together, and I really, really try to preach that to my people to help them grow and help them in their journey in life. And I think strength is something that is very special, and I try to bring that message to everybody.
Sweet. That's a great rundown. It's a good opening.
Yeah, man.
It gives us plenty to talk about.
That's a very broad sweep of everything.
Yeah, no, but that's a good overview, and we'll get into all that. So first part of the show is always cigars, and you and I are both sharing the same cigar today. Montecristo by AJ Fernandez.
Yes.
And you said you don't think you've had this before.
I have not had this one, no.
Okay, so you've not.
I have not.
All right, but I know you're a fan of AJ Fernandez.
Yes, anything he puts his name on has been top notch. I have not had a bad experience.
Yeah, I can agree with that statement. Our mutual friend Keith Bowling, he's a big AJ Fernandez fan. I don't know anybody that's not an AJ, unless you're a commie. Then you probably don't like AJ.
No, if you don't like AJ Fernandez for cigars, we can't be friends.
Yeah.
No, I think anybody who smokes cigars who likes them probably has some AJ sticks in their box or something like that.
Yeah, either by name directly. This is an AJ, like you showed me before the show, that Diaz de Gloria.
Yeah.
That's a relatively new cigar of his.
Yeah.
So you know for sure that's an AJ Fernandez. But he's got his fingers in all kinds of stuff that doesn't have his name on it, that he is either collaborating with people or maybe a brand is using AJ's factory to create their product.
Right. So I don't know a ton about cigars. I could probably talk about it more than I actually know to back up. So, but I do think anything with his name on it, like I would feel comfortable referring to someone. You've never tried cigars? Try this one. It's pretty mild. It's pretty good. Anything with AJ Fernandez stick on his name on is going to be good. I've literally said to somebody, hey, they asked me, like, what kind of cigars do you like? Well, I like this, this, and this. And I've never tried it. Which one do you recommend? Go pick up an AJ stick. You'll probably be happy with it.
Yeah. The AJ sticks, they're just all the way around. They're good. Like, the flavor's good. He's using high quality tobacco, but even like from a technical point of view, they're always constructed well. Like the draw, you never cut an AJ Fernandez cigar and have to fight to get air through it.
Well, one thing I've noticed with cheaper sticks or like other brands or something that's not as high quality, even like AJ Fernandez has sticks that are like $7 up to $40 per one, whichever, like anything in between. So the price doesn't dictate if it's good or not.
No,
per se. But like I've noticed any AJ stick that I've cut, I like the hole punch cutter.
Yeah.
And some of the cheaper made sticks, like they break and become brittle at the end.
The cap splits.
Yeah, like cap splits, it'll come off. You get pieces of tobacco in your mouth. And like sometimes that's kind of how it goes, but no AJ stick has really done that. And like they burn even down. They don't run. They don't burn at an angle, which is, I think, makes it better.
Yeah,
I don't know.
no,
Really,
that's a that's a construction. If it's constructed well, but that's really also like a. You might want to just push that microphone out just a hair
towards me or away?
towards me, just a little bit. There you go.
Yeah.
Just the way you lean in. So yeah, we're good.
All right.
No, I mean, like people ask me, especially if they're not familiar with smoking cigars and they have what you call like it's running on the outside. That's referred to as canoeing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's canoeing or if it's tunneling on the inside, like, am I smoking this wrong? What's going on? And it's not anything you're doing. It's really a humidity issue. I know you said you don't really know a whole lot about cigars, but do you know what's going on with that? The humidity?
I know if it dries out, it's going to burn a lot faster, and I've experienced it burn faster, and it just doesn't taste as good. It just tastes burnt.
It burns hot.
It burns hot, and like some people say, well, it's literally burning, so it's going to taste burnt. Like, nah, not really.
Well,
there's a difference. There's a difference. If it gets dry and brittle, it'll burn straight through, like right down the middle, and it just tastes nasty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of times, if you have tunneling, that's called tunneling. If it's burning faster on the inside than it is on the outside, or if the wrapper on the outside is burning faster than the filler, then that's canoeing. And really, what's going on there is it's a humidity. Like if the cigar, for whatever reason, is not evenly humidified, then, the parts of the tobacco in the cigar that have more humidity, they're going to burn slower because that's moisture.
Right. Like
right.
I have noticed like some sticks, like if I mistakenly left one out for like 3 days just in air conditioned room or however long it is versus one that's been in a humidor. Like I have a little shoebox humidor that I put the little packets in. It works just fine.
Yeah, they're great.
But the ones that I had on the shelf would be hard. Like that cigar would turn hard,
dry out.
And if I tried to smoke it, it would just like canoe right through, like you said. It would just taste nasty. Versus the other one that will be like this one, like it's kind of spongy almost.
Yeah, it's just got a little give to it.
Yeah, it's perfect. So that's about as far as my expertise goes.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man.
Yeah.
You don't know what you don't know, and everybody has a different jam. And I don't know jack diddly about weightlifting and powerlifting, but I know a little bit about cigars. So, we can kind of even the episode out here as we go. So first impressions of this cigar, what do you think?
I really like it. I normally I don't go for the box press, but that doesn't mean I don't like it. I was the same way about that torpedo style that I gave you, that Brimstone, Jacob's Ladder Brimstone. I wasn't a big fan of it until I had that one, and it's fine. And then box press though is really good for this one. At least like it feels good. It's good smoke. I think I have noticed traditionally with a lot of AJ sticks, like when they burn down, the flavor changes a little bit sometimes for the better.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing how this one goes. But like initially, it's pretty good.
No, I think it's good. It's robust, which I know that's where you like to be.
Yeah, I like the stronger flavors.
Yeah, the heavier flavors. So this is, like I said, this is Montecristo by AJ Fernandez. This is a collaborative effort between AJ Fernandez and the Grupo de Maestros with Altadas. I don't know if you know who those guys are or know anything about Altadas. So Altadas is a large cigar manufacturing company, but they do H. Upman, Henry Clay, Montecristo, Romeo y Julieta, Trinidad, Vega Fina. They do a bunch.
So I have had the H. Upman. I've had a few of those. Those are pretty good.
They are.
It's a brown and gold label thing. Añejo, that one.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Is that the Romeo and Julieta Añejo Anato?
No, it's the H. Upman.
Yeah.
And then I think there's a blue label one. I can remember the labels. I can't remember the names of them. But those two are really good. I was happy with those. Yeah.
Yeah. So Altadas has those guys that there's like 8 of them, and they're like cigar masters, high, like tobacconists to the nth degree. These guys have been in the fields. They know everything there is to know, right? So this was a collaboration effort between AJ and these guys to create this cigar. And this cigar, as far as I understand, it was crafted specifically for JR cigars.
Okay.
Which, I don't know, you buy your cigars online mostly?
No, I have, but normally I go to Bodo's Pipes and Cigars on Pleasantburg. Big fan of that place. I mentioned Social earlier. Bodo has the best humidor. Social has the best atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the atmosphere at Social Cigar Lounge is good. They've done it really well. The interior is great.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a classy spot.
It doesn't have the bright overhead lights so much as like the small lamps lit.
Yes.
It's like kind of dimly lit. Big soft couches, big chairs.
Yeah.
Whatever. So it's
For
pretty,
big guys.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
so.
I like a big comfy chair.
But you're right. The humidor at Boda is enormous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I described it to somebody the other day as a library. Like walking, like it's probably 25 feet deep by like 15 feet wide. And just stacked. Like they added 2 big shelves not too long ago, and they're fully packed.
I mean, it's large. It's a large humidor. There's no doubt about it. So they've got a very eclectic selection of cigars for anybody that goes in there. And I've been there quite a few times. I mean, our friend, Keith, I think he likes to go there because he lives like 5 minutes away.
Right.
So, but if I'm going, number one, I generally prefer to smoke at home on my patio. I just don't like paying cigar lounge cigar prices.
Yeah.
But that's because I have my wholesale license and I'm in the business and I just buy it for cheaper. But if I go to a lounge, Social's where I like to go.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's a great place. Like, I don't drink, so I don't like that, but I can notice that they do have a really nice bar setup. So they have tons of drink options there. Boda's is a little bit less for, I think, for like a drinking night out. I think Boda's is just a place where a lot of guys, regulars go. Social's a place where it feels like a lot of, if you're new to cigar world or like you just kind of want to have a night out with your friends, that's a good place to go. Like we did a guys night out for Carolina Barbell Club recently where like 15 or 20 of us met up there and we took over the whole front of the room. It was just us from the gym just hanging out, and it was a good time. But like that place is perfect for stuff like that. Boda's, you walk in there, like I always get stared at. All the excuse me, all the like really old guys that always sit in the same spot, stare at me and watch me walk into my chair. I like sit. But yeah, I don't really smoke there too much, man.
No, I think that's a fair assessment. I think Boda's been around a long time. Used to just be Boda pipes, and then cigars. They built their business on pipes and pipe smoking and pipe tobacco. But then eventually they got into the cigar game, and then it became and cigars.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. They have their committed clientele.
I've seen the same dude sitting there as soon as before they open at like, I've seen him there opening and still like 2 p.m.
Yeah.
At different times of the day.
Sure. He's just there. So, and I'm sure Social Cigar has their own regulars, but like, I think of it this way. If I'm doing business and I want to entertain somebody, Social Cigar.
It's set up better for that.
Yeah.
You could have a one-on-one conversation. Like we could do this podcast there and it would feel more comfortable. Like, you know what I mean? Like it would feel like a better setting for something like that. If we were just wanting to sit down, hang out, had a good conversation, it would feel better for that. Boda's is a lot more open. It's like one giant room. It's where Social is a big room as well, but it's like the way they set it up is more intimate. So,
yeah. So well, in Boda, they don't have any air filtration there, man.
Oh, I thought they had the big things up. Oh, no, that's
they don't. That's
social.
Yeah, so the smoke at Boda just hangs.
Oof.
Just hangs. Yeah. It doesn't go anywhere. And so, like, I don't mind cigar smoke, but that doesn't mean I want to. I've said this before. Like, I feel like if I go into Boda, and listen, if this gets to the ears of Boda, not trying to trash your place.
No, it's
great
dudes that work there. I really like those guys. They're super nice, super friendly. Every time I walked in, hey, how you doing? What's up, man? Fist bump, and then ask me if I need any help. So they're great.
Yes,
but all it is constructive criticism. Like I love cigar smoke. I love the way they smell. I love smoking them. I love being around it. But I don't want my eyes to burn while I'm smoking.
Yeah, I don't want to walk out of a cigar lounge and feel like I've been smoking in the closet. I mean, smell like when I get home to my wife.
Oh yeah,
smell like I've been smoking in the closet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so the air filtration at Social
is much better.
Is much better. Have you been to Torch, the one that used to be Stone Pizza?
I went there one time, and the guy that runs it was nice, but this is a funny thing. I don't know how many people have this issue, but I walked through the humidor and I could barely turn around. It was very small.
You're a large man.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how many people would have that issue, but I bought one cigar there. I can't remember what it was. I remember, I remember it had the band had a picture of Caesar's head on it.
Oh, Julius Caesar by they're down in they're in Tampa. Come on, man. Don't just go out on me now. Julius Caesar by
You'll think of it.
It's Julius Caesar, their Brick House, their El Baton, their Diamond Crown. Killing me, Smalls.
Like, it was a good cigar, and like, I probably could have sat there if I was just with one person, but if I had brought a group, it would be crowded.
Yeah.
Like,
well, like that guy, and I've met him once, and I'm like you, I've been there one time.
Yeah.
He obviously had very limited space to work with. I think he did the best with what he had.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad at all.
No.
It's just kind of small. Like, I felt like I was in a phone booth for sure.
Yeah.
But I think I'm also spoiled by Boda's selection. I could go in there every day and probably find a new stick if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
If I could afford that, I'd smoke way too much there.
It's not a cheap habit.
No. It could be very expensive very quickly. But yeah, I think Boda's is great just for the selection. But if I was going to go somewhere to smoke, I'd probably choose Social, like you said. They have a good selection, too.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So do you smoke lighter things? Or
yeah, I mean, I would. I love a good Connecticut. But if I had to choose, I would choose a Maduro or a darker stick for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like lighter cigars. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I smoke all over the spectrum, but I prefer to be the medium to full.
Yeah.
There's just, as I've said many times, there's just more flavor there. It's more flavor. Like the lighter stuff, it's good. It can be light, and it can be creamy, and it can be smooth, but it just, to me personally, after a while, it just gets a little bland.
Yeah, I'd tell you my favorite Connecticut to date is probably the Nub Connecticut, because it's like you said, if it was the length of this one, or even like the length of a Robusto, it would probably be not in a sense of too much or like too strong, but just too much of the same thing for too long.
Yeah.
Like this one, the flavor has already grown on me a little bit, which is good. But I like that Nub Connecticut one because it's a little bit shorter and it's perfect amount.
Nubs are great, man.
Yeah.
I really like the Nub Cameroon.
Yeah, delicious. I was surprised at how good I liked those
That's
cigars.
a freaking great cigar.
The first time I bought one, the guy, I can never remember this dude's name. I feel bad because he always remembers me. But he works at Boda's. He's got a big, long beard. Always wears a hat. I can't remember his name, but he told me he's the one that turned me on to Nubs. He said that you're going to be surprised at how long they actually smoke for. Like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked.
It's their short fat that's got that big ring gauge. So it's deceiving a little bit. They're not very long, but it's got a fat ring gauge.
Yeah.
It's kind of a beer can cigar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A little beer can. That's a good analogy. A Coke can. Yeah.
Yeah. So where does your journey into the world of cigars begin, man? How did you get into it?
Oh, man. Dude, I think it was in high school. So that was my first exposure. One of my buddies way back had some sticks at a house party and we smoked, and I thought it was disgusting. I thought it was awful. It was not a pleasurable experience. So that was my first exposure. I was probably 17, not even legally smoking or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think later on, me and my brother probably smoked some when I lived in Charleston. I lived in Charleston for like 5 years and we lived together. I think we smoked some then. Then I started to get into the CAO flavored sticks, the little packs of like whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember smoking the Irish cream ones, loving those. But then I kind of graduated to like a bigger stick. I don't remember what it was, and it kind of grew from there. It's something I've enjoyed for a while. I think as of lately, I've definitely got into it a little bit more. I think I love it, man, because I live my life. I'm very fast-paced. I'm very wide open in the things that I do. And if like right now we're sitting down, all we're doing is smoking cigars. Now, that's why I enjoy it so much. I like to be fast-paced, like to get a lot done. I like to go like just be productive. And a cigar forces me to sit down for an hour and just kind of either talk about whatever or just enjoy that stick. And that's one reason I really like it.
Yeah, no, that is I think talking with cigar smokers, that is the common thread that runs throughout the entirety. Like everybody will have their little things that they like about them, but like the main theme is just slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah. We live in this, we live in a microwave society, right? You throw dinner in the microwave, it's ready in 5 minutes to go through drive-through. We have instant streaming. Everything's now, and it's just go, 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 go. But a cigar is not something you can rush.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's one of the things I'm most attracted to it by. Like, I think that it demands you to respect it and slow down. And I think that's one reason I really like it. And I think that's one of the best lessons about them I could give to somebody else if they wanted to get into it. Is just kind of enjoy it, slow down a little bit, like enjoy the process of this hour-long thing you're doing.
Yeah.
Whatever you're going to do in that time.
Absolutely. And they're great for what you mentioned earlier, if you're going to have a group deal, like with all the guys from the gym, because cigars are, I mean, he did himself a service by choosing the name Social Cigar.
Yes.
That
was very well done.
Because cigars are communal.
Yes.
They're social. You get together and it's its own thing, but they can also be solo. I mean, they work for the lone wolf.
Yeah, I think more times than not, I probably smoke by myself, definitely. Yeah. But I also like that because it allows me to decompress. Like, if I'm just chilling, it'd be me and my dog. We're sitting outside the back of my house, and he's just rooting around, and I'm sitting there just smoking a cigar. Like, it's very nice to just unwind and just do that. Like, yeah. I'm sure you've had times we sat out here and just smoke, either talk with your wife or just sat here by yourself and just chill. Like, there's nothing, sometimes there's nothing better in that hour-long time that you can just sit and decompress.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the best gifts from them I could get.
It is. Like, everything right now just demands your attention. It's work, it's wife, it's kids, it's family, it's, we're consumed in a 24/7 news cycle with politics and culture wars. And if you can get outside of that, all those things need attention, but in their proper place.
Right.
And so if you can check out for an hour and 15 minutes with a cigar, like you said, you use the word decompress.
Yes.
Because you're a guy is under pressure. Everybody's under pressure, like metaphorically speaking, the pressure of life, but your business, the nature of what you do, I mean, this literal pressure.
Yeah.
You're like pumping iron, heavy weights.
Yeah.
And so decompression,
it's going to help that. It's going to help the business side of it too. But also, I think, like, I've talked about this topic with one of my buddies a lot extensively, and like in reference to like helping himself personally. But a lot of things, I learned this from some guy that was on a podcast. He talked about dials and switches. I've talked about this concept a lot. So dials and switches could be, let's say you have 4 knobs. You have real estate Chris, you have husband Chris, you have father Chris, and you have friend Chris, or whatever. Whatever those 4 you choose.
Sure.
All of them can't be cranked at the same time.
Right.
And then you also have individual Chris. You definitely can't forget that. Because if that one suffers, they all suffer. So let's say right now you're doing whatever you're doing with your wife, and that's going to be cranked up.
Oh, that's up.
Knobs are turned way down.
Yeah.
And then let's say you got real estate Chris turned way up. All the other ones got to be turned down. It's not that you're not paying attention to them, but you're more present with whatever you're doing.
Correct.
So when I'm at the gym, it's Gym Jake. And then when I'm at home, it's partner Jake. When I'm with my buddies, it's friend Jake. And there's stuff like that. So what the cigar also allows me to do is to turn all the knobs way down.
Yeah.
And just focus on individual Jake. I could turn that thing up to a 7 or 8 and then turn the rest down.
Sure.
So I learned that concept from, what's the guy's name? He was a former Navy SEAL, but he talks about that. And that's what helped him when he got back out of the service, being focused on dials and switches. So he would turn up his husband dial all the way up when he comes home and then turn the rest way down so he could focus and be present and enjoy everything fully.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the concept I really tried to adopt and tried to teach to other people. I think it's helped a lot, for me at least.
Yeah.
But that's it for individual Jake. These help a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. Mm-hmm. By the way, J.C. Newman. That's what it was. J.C. Newman.
Yeah, I do.
Julius Caesar.
Yeah. It was a good stick, man. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a long one too. It was a Churchill.
Yeah, those are great cigars. I really like their El Baton. I haven't smoked any of their Diamond Crown, but that's one of the high-end lines. Those are pricey.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
I typically don't spend more than like $10 on a stick, dude, to be honest with you.
No, I'm with you. I don't like to smoke. Well, but the truth is, and I've said this before, so listeners bear with me, and I tell it to everybody, there are so many like really good cigars between like $8 and $13.
Oh, 100%. That Brimstone one I brought you was $13. It's a good stick, though.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the best I've had in a while. It's a darker one. It's got a little bit stronger flavor, but it's real good. And I don't buy it too often because it's $13, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
You know? The ones I'm smoked the most are I'm awful with names. Dude, I bought some earlier. It starts with a B, Bolivar. They're $7 sticks, $6.50 actually.
Yeah.
They're great. It's a perfect amount. It's a 5x54, good size. That's all you need.
Or yeah,
it's a little robusto. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Yep. So, not I drug us back into cigars. We were talking about philosophical things, but the dials or knobs. It really is a good analogy to be able to focus your life where it needs to be. And if you can, like right now, it's Cigar Jake and Cigar Chris, and we've kind of got the cigar dial turned up, and everything else. Like I forget about everything else.
Yeah.
It's time to just have a conversation, relax, enjoy life for a couple of hours because it's a long form podcast, but.
Right.
Just let go of the stress, man.
Yeah, it's really helped me manage things. And I think the one thing that people overlook, and they think it's being selfish when you do things like this, but honestly, it's being selfless. If we take the hour to smoke this stick and enjoy and talk about whatever we choose to talk about, we're going to be better at being husband Chris. You're going to be better at being realtor Chris. You're going to be better at being whatever you choose to do because you take the time to relax a little bit. You take the time to reflect. You take the time to do whatever you need to do to be best at these things. That's what it's helped me. Like, I talked about strength a lot. Like I mentioned before we started recording, that like strength bleeds into everything I do, literally everything. I think that when you're a competitor, when you go to competitions, it's time to be selfish. It's time to focus on yourself. And when you're a competitor, there are certain things that you have to do. If you're not somebody who's competing in anything, then you don't necessarily have to do. You don't have to do all these training sessions. You don't have to do recovery work. You don't have to eat these meals. But in order for me to be the best at this one thing, I have to do these other things. And what allows me to really focus on all these things that I try to do is just the dials and switches thing. That's why I really want to preach it to everyone I come across. I think it's really good to be present in whatever you're doing. And you can also enjoy those things more when you're present. And that's the best thing I took from that guy I told you about, this talking about dials and switches. When you can be present in what you're doing, you're going to enjoy it more and you're going to be better at it. So I think it just makes you an all-around better person too.
Yeah, I don't disagree with any of that. I think it's really good advice for life, because if you in my personal situation that's current, I've had so many people just tell me like, man, you need to make sure that you find time for yourself.
Yeah,
you need to be able to get away, find rest, relax, because you've got a long road. And if you are not rested, like your wife, her condition, she needs you to be rested on top of your game so you can take care of her. And when I was in the hospital and rehab, I received so many flyers and things that's talking about like caregiver burnout. And everybody is focused, rightly so, on the patient, but the caregiver can just get smoked.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
So and this is the same thing. Like, if I am going to be able to put quality work into my podcast, into my real estate business, into my cigar business, I can't just be running on fumes all the time.
No.
And it's the same. If you're going to build your Barbell, Carolina Barbell Club, if you're going to build and grow that, you have to have juice in the tank. So you can't just run yourself into the ground.
Right. I think all of this stuff that we talked about kind of comes back to the common theme of balance. But it's like, how do you know what balance is until you've experienced a little bit of imbalance? Right. So it's like, yeah, you got to take care of yourself. And I firmly believe that. I think it's 100% true. But also, I'd like to think, at least for myself, I feel like I have to earn it. Like I have to earn the right to take care of myself and have that little hour to myself or whatever. And in order for me to do that, I have to be a good partner and whatever that means to my girlfriend. I have to be a good friend and whatever that demands. I have to be a good son, brother, and just a business owner and operator. And I have to be that. So at the end of the day, I can actually enjoy that hour or however long it is and whatever I'm doing. Yeah. Because if I don't put everything I have into everything else, I'm going to sit back and think, I can't 100% enjoy this because I don't feel like I put everything I had to everything else. And that's just my own way of thinking about it, Yeah. But I think it's fair.
No, it's totally fair. Like, because if you take the hour or two or whatever it happens to be and you don't feel like you earned it, well, that's just being lazy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to, there's a difference between just run yourself in the ground and push versus being efficient and focusing on this thing, then focusing on the second thing and the third thing, whatever you're doing. There's a difference. It's more efficient.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I think cigars are great for that. And if you're listening to this podcast and you're not a cigar smoker, that's totally fine. If you've been thinking about it, yeah, pull the trigger on it, give it a whirl.
Yeah.
Pick up something by AJ Fernandez. Like Jake said earlier on in the podcast, you're probably going to be happy with it. You're going to have a good experience, and just give the cigar life a whirl and see what it does for you on the relaxation. But I'm with you, man. I'm just with you 100% that I can't think of any better way to just relax and chill out and take a break than to have a smoke.
100%.
Yeah. So speaking about having a smoke, listener, imagine this: a custom-built teardrop-style cigar trailer, a literal humidor on wheels arriving directly at your location. The Cigar Box brings an unparalleled experience of refined indulgence to any gathering. We offer a meticulously curated selection of premium cigars, expertly maintained and presented in an atmosphere of classic elegance. Our knowledgeable host, yours truly, is on hand to guide your guests from seasoned aficionados to curious newcomers, ensuring a personalized and memorable journey into the world of fine cigars. Perfect for weddings, corporate events, private parties, or any occasion where you desire a distinctive and upscale amenity. Let the Cigar Box transform your event into an unforgettable affair. Book your mobile cigar bar experience today by visiting mobileCigarBox.com. Fill out the booking inquiry form, and I will be in touch with you as soon as possible. On a side note, if you've not heard about the GoFundMe I set up to help my wife, or help us, my wife and myself, with her medical recovery, and you'd like to help us out, I would greatly appreciate it. Just visit GoFundMe, search support Jennifer Stewart's medical recovery. The link will be posted in the show notes, and you can also find it in my bios on social media. So there you have it. Let's get into Carolina Barbell Club. You've already really kind of given us the rundown at the very beginning of what you do, but you're the owner,
Yes,
and head trainer / strength coach at CBBC, Carolina Barbell Club. But before we get into the weeds, go ahead and tell us, like, how can people follow you and or Barbell Club on social media? And what's the best way for people to get in touch with you if they're interested in?
So the easiest and most efficient way to get in touch with me directly would be my personal Instagram. Is Hendo_strength_systems. So Hendo Strength Systems. And then my business page is Carolina Barbell Club on Instagram. Those are the two fastest, easiest, most efficient ways to communicate with me. If you're interested in personal training or strength training or just getting into the gym or just for general fitness training, message me directly. We can set that up anytime. I operate out of Britt's Brothers Gym locally here in Greenville. We work out of the Junction, which is right behind White Nut Taco off Airport Road. So Carolina Barbell Club, I touched on earlier, is, I guess I need to step back to 2014. I started my previous business with my former business partner, Jeff Bryce. He and I started Upstate Barbell Club, and in 2020, he passed away. So, yeah.
Sucks, dude.
Yeah, it was a hard time.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. But we got through it, and then I started Carolina Barbell Club after that. And then, so now we are a group of, Carolina Barbell Club is open to anyone to join. You could join if you like. It's open all the time. But we are a group of people that range from, I think our youngest member is 17, and our oldest is 65. So we have a broad range. They're not all competitors. You don't have to be a strength athlete to join. If you just want to be a group of people who support each other through fitness, through strength, that's where we're at. But we are a group of strongmen, powerlifters, bodybuilders, just general fitness enthusiasts, and people who just enjoy social time at the gym. We do monthly events. So we go to, our most recent was we went to a gym opening in North Carolina, Hendersonville, Strong Hand Fitness. I've known the owner for quite some time. He was moving to a bigger location. He did a block party thing, so we just kind of showed up, hung out, and spent time together there. And then we do monthly goes where we would go out to eat, or we do a social event together. We train together, we compete together, and we just hold each other accountable. So it's a real big social system to help with accountability, which is huge in the fitness world. But yeah, so just a group of cool people who share their passion for fitness and strength. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest, easiest way to describe it.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, that's great. So just out of curiosity, a couple of questions that I didn't have that came to mind, because you mentioned this earlier, talking about being selfish and taking care of yourself. And you're talking about if you're going to compete, if you're going to do this, if you're going to do that. And then you said if you're going to eat these meals, if you're going to eat this, talking about eating meals, and then talked about I don't know, it's like sorry,
umbrella came down.
Umbrella came down. Hang on, let me let's pause the show, and we'll be back in just a second. All right, we are back, and a little snafu here. We had some technical difficulties, and we've lost about 25 minutes worth of recording, which sucks, but sometimes
it happens.
It happens. So let's get back to where we were, and I think it was just being in the hot sun, and the computer just got overheated and
cooked that laptop a little bit.
Yeah, it did. We got gassed a little bit here, but anyway, we're talking about Carolina Barbell Club, Hendo strength training systems. We missed so much good content.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that sucks.
It really does.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll just kind of jump back in where we were, and we were talking about basically what you're offering people of the upstate, because you're offering them more than just strength training.
Right. We offer a unique community, which I think is a pretty good way to segue into something I wanted to touch on. Something I hope that you'll be interested in being involved with is Strengthtoberfest. Strengthtoberfest is a yearly competition that we host that is hosted at Britt's Brothers Gym in the outside parking lot. It's a strength competition. It's a powerlifting meet, so it's push-pull, so bench press and deadlift. And we always do a strength exhibition lift. Last year, we deadlifted 2 cars. We had 2 teams going head-to-head for max reps, and every rep was a certain amount of money donated or raised to donate to the charity of choice. Last year, we did Upstate Warrior Solution. I think you're familiar with them. The year before that, we did what's the mental health charity? Mental Health America. We partnered with them. This year, we're partnering with Shriners Hospital. I haven't made that official yet, but I'm working on that now. We're going to partner with them. And it's the main goal of Strengthtoberfest. There's actually 2. Is to introduce people to strength training, and a friendly, relaxed competition environment. So they get to see what strength is. They get to see strength training put on a show. They get to see what a competition is like. If they want to be part of it, they're welcome to it. And they get to see what the community is, because I bring in everybody from Carolina Barbell Club is usually there. I bring in local vendors from whatever businesses want to choose to do it. And we partner with a charity of choice for every year. So this year I plan to be bigger than ever. I plan to put on a pretty good show for people that are there. I'll go ahead and announce it now because I've already got the okay from a gym that I've been working with. We're going to do a max Hummer tire deadlift. It is my favorite event in strongman outside of any stone lifting. I did this at a competition, North Carolina Strongest Man, last year. So imagine a 38-inch tire that you put on the big Hummer, the big off-road tires. Imagine 8 of those loaded on a barbell, and people are lifting that.
Oh my God.
It looks ridiculous. It looks insane, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like when you think strongman, what do you think? You probably think the big logs. You probably think the big stones.
Big stones, like the Scottish Games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you see something like that, it's like, what is that? That's cool. I want to be part of it. That is the main driving mission behind Strengthtoberfest. It's also like, I mean, obviously it's a wow factor. It's like, that's cool, man. I want to be part of that. So you come in, you get to hang out with people around. We have a live DJ. I'm going to try to get a food truck this year. We've always had food available. I'm trying to get a food truck, and then we have a race car for people to take pictures with. I'm going to try to set up a few things for people to do during the competition. We'll have the bench press and deadlift part going on, and then we're going to have that strength exhibition lift too. I'm going to try to get a team of probably 10 people to do it, and we'll have a good time. I'm going to try to pull some big numbers.
Yeah, man.
It'll be fun to do.
No, I'm definitely. Do you already have a date?
Looking at November 1st. Normally we do it last weekend of October, but there's a gym locally putting on a meet that last weekend, so I don't want to conflict with them. So we're going to do November 1st, which will be, the first Saturday in November, but still close enough to where it's fine.
Yeah.
There's always a Halloween theme, so we also do it at nighttime. So it's not going to be early morning like most powerlifting meets. You don't have to sit there for 9 hours on a Saturday and burn your whole Saturday.
Yeah.
We're going to start at like 5 p.m. and go until probably 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Live DJ playing loud music, a lot of energy, a lot of good time.
Well, man, provided my calendar stays open, I'll try and keep that November the 1st open. Live DJ, food truck, the cigar box, power lift, like 8 Hummer tire power lift. How much do those things weigh?
So I pulled 850 at this last competition pretty easily, and I'm pretty confident I can go for something big. Like, I'm going to try to go for 1,000. That's my goal.
On a deadlift?
Yeah.
With the tires?
Yeah. I feel like I can do it. I feel like if I really train for it. I haven't said this out loud yet. This is the first time.
You heard it first on Sunday Afternoon Smokes, baby.
I got to put the pressure on myself. So I think it should line up well. It should be a great time. I think it'll be something cool to see. I think it'll be something cool for everybody to be part of.
Yeah. Does Strengthtoberfest have its own website or
we're working on that.
page,
We need to get that done. That's something we've said literally every single year we started planning for it. We just haven't done it. But main reason we're doing Shriners, outside the obvious, they're a great charity. They're a great organization. They do so much for kids. They've done over $1.5 million worth of work just with my niece especially. So they are very near and dear to my heart. So they are something really cool that I want to work with again. We worked with them in the past. It's definitely something I want to bring back around.
Yeah.
Yeah, they add it. When you do stuff like that, like strength training and lifting is cool on its own. But when you add the element of doing it for a charity, doing it for a purpose bigger than yourself, it adds a little bit more energy, a little more drive to what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It serves a great purpose. And now, like you say stuff like that, and I'm thinking to myself, I know a lot of cigar people in the industry, and I know a lot of just chefs and vendors and different things. And I'm like, and of course, I do Southern Roots Barbecue every year, and that's for I Define Children with Rare Diseases. And now I just want to put together my own fundraiser and donate money to Roger C. Peace, where my wife got her rehab because they gave us a charity bed there. We were there for like 3 weeks.
Oh, dude,
they're working with her as they do third floor there, which is where we were, is considered. She had a stroke, and she had some hemorrhaging, brain aneurysm, and so she's part of the TBI, traumatic brain injury. Second level is spinal cord injuries.
Okay,
dude, that's
wild. Yeah.
And I don't know what first floor is, but it's like RCP at Greenville Memorial. I don't think everything they do there is charity, but they do give a number of charity beds, and like it just helps families. And it's like if I can, like I've been a beneficiary of that,
right?
And if I can help donate a little bit, every little bit helps. So, and if 100%. I can start a thing and give it to RCP or whatever, it's like,
why not?
I'm feeling the weight right now, man. That's heavy. That's heavy stuff.
Yeah. See, that's exactly why I say this. Like, it adds another element to it that is unmatched. Like, there are certain, like, not to go too off topic, but when I do certain lifts when it's super heavy, there are certain like visualizations I would do to like help myself get in a certain mindset to be able to do these things. Because if I'm just walking around holly jolly, like happy, I'm probably not going to be able to lift something like 800 pounds. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, you will walk around pissed off.
Yeah. But if I get in a certain mindset real quick, it can turn on that adrenaline, turn on that just excitement to get you able to do it. So one of those things I use is like my niece, like if she can go through everything she did with Shriners. And
so what happened? What was the deal with your niece?
So she was born with something called AMC. I can't pronounce the long word. It's a huge long word. 3 acronym is AMC, but it's a bone and joint disorder where she basically doesn't have full function. She was born without full function of her major joints. And with help of Shriners and my sister's relentless refusal to give up, like they were able to, she can drive, she can walk, she can feed herself, she can do everything normal. She's just a little bit smaller person than she normally would be.
Yeah.
But through my sister's passion for her husband and my dad's work and through Shriners, without them, straight up would not have been possible.
Yeah.
So for me to put this event on and go deadlift something stupid and have people watch and donate, like it's nothing to it. Like I'm willing to put myself on the line.
Like, why wouldn't you?
That's what I'm saying. So like, talking about gets me amped up, dude. Like, I'm so excited to do it. I'm so passionate about strength that I could just, if I can marry the two, like marry my passion for strength, my passion for competing, and my passion for getting people into the strength world to benefit something as huge as Shriners, like I almost feel obligated to do it. Like, because I'm a firm believer, if I have the opportunity to do something, I have the obligation to do something, which is, if I can put this event on, I have the opportunity to put the event on. I got the venue, I've got the equipment, I've got the time, I got the people willing to help me, like, I'm obligated to do it.
Yeah.
So I think we can raise a lot of awareness, we can raise a lot of money, and we can have a great time doing it.
Yeah.
So there's nothing going to hold me back from
Sure. No, I'm with you.
Hell yeah.
Like, I can't lift 1,000 pounds, but if people want to watch me crush a 32-ounce ribeye,
Yeah, bro, I hear you. Yeah.
And that's nothing to you, but I don't eat 5,000, 6,000
No, I
calories.
don't know 30 pounds. I put a hurt on you any day of the week.
Yeah, it was.
I picked up a 4-pound tomahawk at Sam's the other day. I'm like, bro, this is amazing. I did not buy it. It was way too much, but that thing is.
Oh, I bet that was egregiously expensive.
It's about a $70 steak, but it looked great.
Man.
A freaking sledgehammer.
Yeah. No, dude. So Strengthtoberfest coming up. Probably we're shooting for November 1, and Jake's gonna go for 1,000.
We'll see what happens.
All right, man. No, that's awesome. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put it on my calendar, though I can say today.
If we end up changing it, I'll be the first to let you know.
Yeah, man. And you can. I'll definitely be. Usually, when I do events that are chair related, I wind up donating a portion of my sales to all that stuff, and just want to help.
We donate 100% of the proceeds. As soon as we cover the cost to put the event on, every single penny that is raised goes back to whatever organization we're working with.
Yeah.
Like, none of that money goes in my pocket. None of that money goes into anybody's pockets that we work with.
Yeah.
If it costs $3,000 to put the event on, whatever it is, that's how much we take to put on the event. And then every penny after that is donated to the charity.
Sweet.
Yep.
No, that sounds great. And you said something we can go back and get, because we haven't talked about this, but you mentioned about your is it your sister's or your sister-in-law?
My sister's kid.
Your sister's kid. You said, and her just basically relentless refusal to give up.
Correct. Yeah.
And that goes into something that I know you're passionate about, just a champion mindset.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the champion mindset to you?
To me, I set a goal. Let's say this is my goal. My goal is to go to this competition. I'll use one of my personal goals, like turn pro in strongman. So I'm doing a pro-am on August 23rd. A pro-am is a combination of professional athletes and amateur athletes go to the same comp. The highest placing amateur turns pro. So if I go and I'm the highest placing amateur, I get to turn pro, which means I'll be a professional strongman, which to me is a huge deal. Some people don't see it as that, but that's fine. But to me, it's a huge deal. It gives you certain status in the sport. You get invited to bigger name competitions. You get to compete internationally at certain shows. So it's like,
man, it's the difference between being a major leaguer and a AAA.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, to me, I have the opportunity. Like, I am very fortunate in the sense that, like, there is not a piece of equipment that I have not been able to get my hands on and use, that either I personally don't own or gyms around me have. They're more than willing to let me come use or anything like that. So I have the opportunity. I have the physical desire. I have the physical means to do it. So it's like I am obligated to myself and the people around me to do it. So when I speak about champion mindset, I speak about basically what my sister did. Like relentless refusal to accept anything other than my goal is basically what I'm getting at. It's like, you set a goal and there is nothing that's going to stop me from doing it. Like, I'll speak about my first nationals prep in 2022, I think it was. I was so fixated on my goal. I was so fixated on everything that it took to get there, the training, the food, everything, that I pushed everything else out around me. Like, my partner came second, Ashley came second, my family came third, work came fourth, stuff like that. The only thing that mattered was training. And then I blew off my tricep, and I got completely detached my tricep tendon and I had to have surgery to get repaired. So, like, but that gift, that injury, which I view as a gift now, taught me the dials and switches thing. It taught me that mentality. Is like, you don't have to put everything else on the back burner. You just need to be able to focus on what you're doing right now and put everything you have into that. Yeah. And then when you go home, you put everything into being the best partner you can be. When you're at work, you're the best employee or owner you can be. When you're with your friends, you're the best friend you can be, and stuff like that. So when I say relentless refusal to give up or to accept anything less than, it's that. Like, there is no goal that I've set that I haven't reached because I refuse not to within certain means. And that's when I rely on the SMART goal principle, which is, it's an acronym. So SMART meaning systematic, measurable, achievable, I think it's achievable or attainable, one of the two, realistic, and time sensitive. So systematic, how are we going to get there? What's the plan? Measurable, how are you going to measure your success or not success? Attainable, am I actually going to be able to attain this goal? Realistic, is it a realistic goal? Like, am I going to be able to deadlift 1,000 in November 1st? I don't know, but I know I'm pretty.
But it's realistic.
It's pretty close on that certain setup. Like, you know, and then time sensitive. So how long are we going to take to do this? You know, so with those 5 principles and that SMART goal, there's nothing you can't do. Like, when are we going to sell this house? All right, I got 12 weeks to sell this house. What's the system I'm going to use? How am I going to measure success or failure? Is it achievable? Is it realistic? And you're time sensitive. So you can relate that principle to literally anything you do.
Right.
And when it comes down to your mindset on it, I think this is when it benefits me to see silver lining in whatever hardship or whatever good thing you're doing. There's nothing that's going to hold me back or stop me. Like, I think a lot of people can benefit from kind of seeing that and recognizing when you're being successful or when it's time to pivot and change your approach. I think refusing to accept less than or refusal to give up can take you really far. And the only reason I think I've been successful in the things that I've gone after, whether it be competing or anything like that, is because I'm consistent. I am relentless in the effort. I never stop. I do what needs to be done, even when I don't like it. I'm disciplined. And what's the other word? You're persistent. Consistency and persistency will take you farther than anything. Will take you farther than any genetic potential, any talent, or anything like that. Consistency, persistency, and hard work will carry you in anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I'm willing to do the work in the gym, why can't I achieve this goal? If I'm willing to put in the work for literally the past 15 years, why can't I achieve this goal at the end? If all my numbers in training add up, there's literally no reason that I shouldn't hit this goal. Outside of any outstanding circumstance on the day of, I might just feel like crap day of. I might be too hot and overheated, whatever. But if anything like that happens, you accept it and move on. So if all these things add up, mathematically, there is no reason I shouldn't hit this goal, right?
It's what we talked about before the show and probably got wiped out because of our snafu. But it's just that 95 to 100% of the battles are mental, man.
Oh, yeah.
They are mental, and we are the worst at self-sabotage.
I think that if you set this goal and you understand that there are going to be hardships and you recognize when you face the hardship, it's like, all right, this really sucks. But it's like, is it going to stop me or is it just going to be a detour? And dude, I've had so many detours, but I recognize that's all it is to me, is a detour. It does not change the end goal. It does not end the pursuit of. It just slows it down for a small time. So understanding that, why can't I pivot, change the way I'm approaching it, and then get back on the path?
Yeah.
So to me, that is your champion mindset. It's just your unwillingness to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and unwillingness to constantly make yourself better every single day. And that could be in the form of sleeping more, being more efficient at work, being a better partner, make sure you do all the training things you do, and just everything in your life. If you can just be 1% better every day, it'll add up in the end.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. So, you said you're competing in a pro-am.
Yeah. It's the All-American Pro-Am in Hookstown, Pennsylvania.
When is that?
August 23rd. It's at a state fair, which is cool because strongman started at like local fairs and stuff like that. We would be the odd guys on stage lifting crazy
It's
stuff.
It's the circus.
It's the circus,
got
yeah.
like the long barbell and the round ones on the end, and the
100%,
curly
yeah.
mustache.
Yeah, I get to deadlift a truck on stage. Like, what is that? Like, it's something.
So the strongman started in like the circus side.
Yeah, we would bring side the freak show, the side show. Yeah, and that's what people walk by and say, like, what is that? And that's exactly why I do the Hummer Tide Deadlift Strength Oktoberfest. I want people to be like, what is that? I want to know more about that. And it's a segue for me to talk to them and tell them about strength. And they, next thing you know, next Monday they're in the gym. Like, I saw you deadlift Hummer tires. I want to come do that. Cool. Let's start on a barbell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you get into a pro-am? Like, you have to do, like, what's before amateur? Or like amateur, where does that start? Like, you just start competing in local things, or
So-
like, how does that work?
Anyone can start with the amateur level. Like, if you wanted to sign up for a show, you go on a certain website, I Am Podium, and you just select a show and sign up, and now you're an amateur. But if like you get to a point, like there are a certain different pathways. Like now they're starting to do more pro-ams to give people more opportunities to turn pro. And they're doing the regular route, which is local level show, regional level, and then national. So I've done that route. And then like I qualified for nationals this year. And so, but I chose to do a pro-am instead because it's almost like a faster pathway it could be for me to reach that one goal. But so pro-ams, anybody can sign up for. Like they're open for anyone.
Yeah.
Because it's pro-am. So, but there are certain pro shows only that you have to be a pro to do, which I want to do these shows. Like America's Strongest Man, you have to be a pro to go do that. Like I want to do that show. The North America's Strongest Man, that's a pro-only show. You have to be a pro to do that show. And there are certain shows overseas that I'd like to do, like the Giants Live shows. Those are real big. You have to get invited to do those. And the best way to get invited is to do well at these pro shows.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the goal.
Sweet, man.
Yep.
I know you said earlier that it's it's taken you a long time to build to what you have so that you can do this full time and this is profession.
Right.
So what were you doing? What were you doing before you started this? And how did you take that leap of faith to start Hendo Strength Systems?
So Hendo Strength Systems came about, honestly, about a year ago. I just rebranded and changed the name and put a new name on my personal training business. So
I see.
There's two routes in the personal training world. Literally anybody can walk in the gym and say, hey, I'm a personal trainer now, and start taking on clients. That's kind of like, in my opinion, at least, the more frowned upon way.
Yeah.
Because they might not be the most knowledgeable person. They might not have the best approach. They might train people in a way that's not the most efficient or professional. And then you have the route of like the education route. So I got my bachelor's in exercise and sports science from USC Upstate. In that time, I was still a full-time trainer. I was certified through American College of Sports Medicine, a certified personal trainer. And I started, while I was in school, I was selling gym memberships at Anytime Fitness. So I could still be in the gym, still working. I had a handful of clients because I was certified, quote unquote, through CrossFit. But I didn't have an actual real personal training certification or my degree yet. So I didn't want to take on too much. But I was still training there. I was still working in the front desk in the office there. And then after I graduated, I was able to give all my time to the gym world and try to grow my personal training business. So, I mean, school demanded I had to drive to Spartanburg 4 days a week. So, get up at 5 a.m., do 2 hours worth of schoolwork, drive to class, go from class 8 to 3 or 8 to 2, and then go to the gym and work from 2 to 7 or 2 to 8, and then repeat the whole process every day. But that's what it took. I was able to do that successfully. And now full-time training.
Okay.
Yeah. Fast forward, that's a quick overview of everything.
Yeah, sure. I didn't know if it was like you were the guy that you really love fitness and you've been working out a long time, but you've been working this stupid sales job and you're like, I'm sick of this. I'm doing this. And you just kind of launch out into it.
Well, I did always like fitness. I can remember like my early fascination with strength would be like, I would see my mom would take me to watch airplanes take off and land. So I was fascinated by the power of those. And she would take me to construction sites and I would see the huge trucks and bulldozers and all that. Like, oh, that's awesome. I remember loving the power of it. So my fascination for strength goes all the way back to that when I was probably like 6 years old or whatever. And then I see Strongman on ESPN around Christmas time, like everybody does. You see that, like, that's real cool. So I get into that. And I was doing all that the whole time. So I was a student, personal trainer, and working in the office and training myself and training a handful of clients then, and now I'm just able to give all my time and attention to personal training.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned something a minute ago that I wanted to get into. Like you said, there's like anybody can just walk into a gym and say, I'm a personal trainer.
Right.
But you've got, like you said, bachelor's degree in exercise and sports science.
Right.
So, I mean, you've got the bona fides, like, you've got the papers behind the name to really know like what it is you're talking about and how to help people and help them properly. Right. So just out of curiosity, like when you go to school and you're looking for, you're grabbing a degree in exercise and sports science, what are you getting out of that?
So there's a few different routes you can take. You can take the strength and conditioning route, which is what I took. A lot of people take that farther and they go through strength coach for like minor league sports or major league sports and that route. And I could still pursue that if I really wanted to. That's not really, because sometimes you become like a glorified babysitter for the athletes, which is cool. You can go the route for physical therapist, or you can go the route for education where you go for a teacher certification, you become a teacher for whatever you choose to teach, and then you can still be exercise based. But so I chose the route of strength and conditioning because that would either end at bachelor's degree or I could go for master's, or you could go physical therapist, which you go to PT school after that, physical therapy school, and then you have a whole few more years of that and you get your doctorate. So you got a lot more time. I didn't want to spend that much more time in school. Or you can go the education route and you can become a teacher. My mom's a teacher. I never really wanted to go that route. So I chose strength conditioning because obviously that's what I'm more passionate about. That related more to me. The class load for that was what I was more interested in. So I got the exercise physiology background, the kinesiology background, the anatomy and physiology background, and obviously the strength and conditioning. So it really hones in on the underbelly, the everything that happens while you're exercising. I'm not just telling you to do this squat just so you can learn how to squat. I'm teaching you how to do the squat so you learn the fundamentals of it, the foundations of it. How's it going to apply to everything else? What's really happening while you're doing it? So it gets your foot in the door for other things too, to have that piece of paper. And I think it makes you a little more legit. That's not to say that people that don't have a bachelor's degree for whatever reason aren't good at what they do. There are tons of trainers out there. I work with a lot of trainers that are very good at what they do, and they don't have formal education.
Yeah.
For me personally, I just thought it was necessary, and I had the opportunity to do it, so I was fortunate enough to be able to do that. Yeah.
No, I think I like it. I think it's important, and sure, you can. The world and the internet is full of knowledge. Of course, not everything on the internet's true. We all know that. Or maybe we don't know that.
It definitely bleeds into the fitness world.
It's that everything on the internet's true. Quote Abraham Lincoln, right?
Right.
I saw that.
I saw that recently. Yeah.
Yeah. But to have a guy like you who is both obviously knows what he's doing, because I look at you and I'm like, okay, this guy's a power lifter. He knows what he's doing.
Right.
But then whenever I learned that he's got the education part of it down too, well, that's just like a feather in your hat.
Right.
And so I know that I can trust this guy, that he's going to show me right. He's going to teach me right. He's going to lead me right, because he knows he does it himself, but he also has the educational training behind it to lend credence that, yeah, this is legit all the way around.
Right.
And I mean, that's got to help your business.
100%. It's a great thing to have. I feel very fortunate to have it. A lot of hard work, a lot of long hours into it. So I'm very prideful of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And not only do you have the papers to your name, but you've been doing it a long time, a decade in the fitness world professionally, and then 20 years lifting weights personally.
Correct.
What do you mean by a decade in the fitness world professionally? Like, that's how old I know you said Hendo Strength Systems is older, but you just kind of recently rebranded it.
Well, I just changed the name of our personal training business. Yeah.
Okay. So, and I know so you've been doing like Pro-Am for a decade, or
no,
what do you mean?
Personal training with clients for a decade.
Okay.
Right. The competing side of it has nothing to do with my own business per se. That's just my personal endeavor, what I enjoy.
I see.
Right.
So you've been working with clients for a decade.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And then, but how long have you been competing?
Oh man. Powerlifting is where I started with competing. That's just kind of how everybody gets their foot in the door. And then I started lifting and training with strongman, went to powerlifting. Competing in powerlifting is where I started with strength competitions. Then I went back to strongman. So I've been competing probably 8 years, 7, 8 years, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Done a few comps in my day. Yeah.
Yeah. I would presume that the Pro-Am coming up in PA, it's not your first Pro-Am.
It is my first Pro-Am.
Oh, it is? Okay.
It is my first Pro-Am, but I've done local and regional level shows quite a few times. Yeah.
And that's just all amateur stuff?
That's all amateur, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did maybe you said it and I missed it. What will you be doing at the Pro-Am? What's the format?
What are the events?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 5 events. It's a one-day show. Is max log press. So how much can you clean and press with the log overhead? And then deadlift for reps, where we deadlift the truck for reps, the max reps in 60 seconds. And then we have something called the bag toss, which is 5 sandbags you have to throw over a 15-foot bar for height. Fastest time wins. And then there's
how 15-pound sandbags?
No,
how
15
big,
foot. Sorry,
15-foot height. How heavy are the bags?
It starts at 40 and gets to 60 and 5-pound jumps. So that doesn't sound like much, but
a 60-pound bag, throw it at 15 feet high in the air. Dude, it sounds like a lot.
It's ridiculous, but it's fun to see the bags being launched in the air. Yeah, and then you have a 350-pound sandbag you have to pick up and carry for max distance in 60 seconds. And then to wrap up the show, there is something called a power pin hold, where you just pick up the implement and hold it for as long as you can. It's 500 pounds. Yeah. it just feels like your hands are gonna tear off.
Yeah, I bet.
But at the end of the day, it's just how long can you endure this suck for?
Yeah, just embrace the suck.
Yeah, pretty much. It's gonna hurt, but
yeah,
that's part of this.
Yeah, like I don't mean this to sound easy, but at least it's on the East Coast, so you're still in the same time zone.
Yeah, that's one good thing.
When it comes to, because I imagine guys that are doing like Pro-Am, but also professional shows, travel's got to be a beast because you're messing with your body clock, you're messing with your rhythm, you're messing with, and when you do that, that's energy levels.
It's
trying
not
to be
ideal.
at peak performance.
Right.
Like what's your plan for getting to Pennsylvania?
So probably going to drive up, but like all that comes back to training and getting prepared for it. So it's going to be an outside show. So a lot of the things I'm going to do from now on until then are going to be in the sun and the heat just to get my body ready for it.
Yeah.
It's just, it all comes down to how you prepare for it. But I mean, like traveling there, we'll probably drive up hopefully on a Thursday. So I can have Friday just to relax and chill.
Shows on Saturday.
Yeah,
that's what I figure. You get there at least a day early so you have a whole day.
That's what I want to do, yeah.
Because how long's the drive?
8.5, 9 hours.
Yeah, see, that's going to take it out of you.
Yeah, it would suck to drive up Friday. My hips and low back tighten.
No, don't do that.
No. I'd like to fly, but I don't know how that's going to work. So it's going to be a lot cheaper to drive.
Yeah,
we'll see. But it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Typically, like the Pro-Am shows are a little bit more serious. Like the athletes are competing to take it a little more serious because we're all there for the same goal. Like you're all there in hopes to turn pro and win. Like I've kind of joked in the past, like, yeah, I'm just going to hang out and have a good time and have fun, and where I place is where I place. But now it's like,
but not this time.
No, I'm not. I changed my mentality about 2 years ago. It's like, I'm not going to a show just to go. I'm going to a show now to stand on top of the podium. And ever since I did that, I haven't placed lower than third. I've stood on the podium every time. So it's like, all right, now it's time to be a little more serious. I'm putting everything I have into it. I'm not just going to go. I'm going to win.
Right.
There's no other, in my mind, there's no other option. So, and that bleeds back to preparation. Like I said, like you just take your time and plan it out. It should be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, dude, that's freaking awesome. I bet is this going to be like on live social media? Can people watch this?
It'll be live streamed. Yeah. It'll be live streamed on YouTube, I believe. I think ADL live stream is what they normally use. Strongman Corporation normally uses that. So it'll be cool.
Yeah. Have you done any of the Scottish game stuff?
No, but I want to, man. They're really cool. I missed the Scottish games here in Greenville the past couple weekends. We just didn't go. But that's a real fun thing. I love to go to the Henderson clan tent. And last year when we went, I was able to learn a lot about my family history, actually. So all the families are called clans over there. They all go back to their surname, I guess is what you call it or whatever. Yeah. So I was able to learn where my family history is from in Scotland and the Highlands. So that was real cool. Like I filled out a little form.
Dude, now you've got to go. You've got to do strongman stuff because
it's literally in your blood. So
it's in your last name. It's in your blood. It's and you're enormous. It's just like Amish from Braveheart. That guy was huge, you know.
So it was a real cool thing to learn that stuff. Like I was not expecting to get. They mailed me this pamphlet full of stuff. They sent me a map of like where our family was from and all the origins of all the other names, and they sent me a lot of information on like one of the famous battles that my family was involved in. It was real cool stuff. So,
have you ever been to Scotland?
No, but I want to go. There's a lot of stones that I want to lift. There's a.
You want to go for the stones?
Yeah, it's wild. Like that's my main attraction. Like
go for the fish and chips, man.
Oh heck yeah, I'd definitely eat some of that. But
the haggis.
Yeah, I'd try it there.
I've been there.
Yeah,
I've had the haggis.
Where did you go in Scotland?
Edinburgh. And you could spend, honestly, if you go over there, there's a lot, and I'd love to go to the Highlands and the moors and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like, dude, you could spend a week or two in Edinburgh easy.
Oh yeah,
easy.
Like I've looked into it a little bit. Like it would be a lot of fun. Like stone lifting is hands down the oldest test of strength in the world. And Scotland, Ireland, Iceland, and places like that are known for a lot of stone lifting. And there are stones there that are some of the world famous, and I want to go lift them. One of my best buddies has been to Scotland. He's lifted they're called the Denny stones. He's lifted those, and he's in the little book you sign. There's only like 250 people ever who have lifted these stones.
How heavy is it? The Denny stone.
So they're a total combined weight of about 750 pounds, but they're weird. They have little rings that are like, they screws down in the stones themselves and put these rings on them because they were counterweights for construction when they built a certain bridge.
I see.
But now they got lost for a while and then they were found again, and one guy manages them, and he sets up tours for people to come and lift these famous stones. One is like 430 pounds. The other one's like 350 or something like that. So they're off weight and they're weird. You have to lift them.
Yeah, it's wieldy. It's bulky. It's just because, like you said, they're not balanced.
But like, how cool would it be to be one of the 250 people of all time in history that lifted these stones?
You could do it.
Oh, 100%. But like, it would be something real cool to say, hey, I lifted these stones.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get to sign a little book, little ledger, and you write your name in it, and it's there forever.
So how often do they do Scottish games over here?
Once a year at Furman.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah. It's the biggest one. I think they have others, but at Furman University here in Greenville, they do the biggest one there. Yeah.
Well, I need to keep an eye out for that for 2026 because I'd like to just go and watch.
It's always Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, okay.
So it just passed.
So it literally just happened.
Yeah, yeah. It's a cool time, dude. I want to go throw the big trees, the caber toss.
Mm-hmm. So what all is part of the Scottish Games? There's like carrying and lifting rocks. There's the big timber toss like you just mentioned. Is there like a hammer throw?
There's a hammer throw. There's a weight over bar throw, which is where the bag toss originates from. There's they don't do traditional stone lifting there for whatever reason. But they do I think it's called the sheath, where you have the pitchfork and you throw the thing over the bar. They do the caber toss, which is the big tree. They do like sprinting and like high jumps and stuff like that, which all those originate from like the chieftain of the town, which was like the governor of the whatever town you're in, would choose people that would work for him by how they did at these strength events. So how they did the strength events would determine if they're eligible for the job or not.
Yeah.
And that's how, like, in Iceland culture and culture like that, they would use stone lifting to measure your worthiness to go work on a fishing boat. So they would determine your pay by how much you could lift. So strength would directly correlate how well you did in life. So their strength history is deep-rooted. And some of the stones they lifted way back are still available to be lifted today. So there's a couple there that I really want to go do.
Yeah.
For that reason. Like, I want to be one of the few that have done it. Yeah.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah, to me,
that's exciting.
To me, those are more meaningful than doing well at certain competitions. Like, how cool would it be to be a professional strongman, check that off, and then to go lift all these stones? Like, that would be your legacy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm really interested in now.
Yeah. No. Well, look, man, I wish you the best of luck at the Pro-Am in Pennsylvania. When is it later this month, right?
August 23rd.
No, August, not
So we're
June.
about 11 and a half weeks out.
Okay, so you already gave us the rundown on the things you'll be doing in PA. So I imagine you've put together your routine geared towards doing those things.
Right. And everything got a little more specific starting this week, yeah.
Yeah, so what's the workout look like?
So I have a main press day, which I do log press training, and then I have a deadlift day, which I start focusing on the certain way to train for the truck deadlift.
So the log press, that's the big bar, but it's got the hand cut out.
Right, yeah. It looks like a big cylinder.
Okay, but it's not like an actual log, like a tree log.
They make some out of wood that look like that, no, but mine's metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just more available and easier to work with. And then you have the deadlift, and then you have the sandbag carry, which I'll work my way up to do longer distance with lighter weight, and then heavier distance, shorter weight over time. And then the bag toss, which is just kind of sprinkle in there throughout. And then you have the power pin hold, which you just do a lot of grip stuff, and then you get real specific when it gets closer.
Yeah, and that's for holding the 500-pound rock.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Gosh. No, just talking about stuff like that and talking about the Highland games, the Scottish games, it gets me pumped. It just reminds me like when I was a kid, and every kid that watched it gets this sensation where you get totally just jacked.
Exactly.
And like Rocky IV and the Russian, he's doing all this training on like all this high-tech equipment. And Rocky's like in a barn, he's lifting this bag of rocks. And he's chopping wood.
It's funny you use that analogy. Like, everybody uses that analogy, right? That's what they know. They know Strongman from Christmas time. They know the big trucks, and they know Rocky. But that's such a common way to explain it. But it's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just something cool to see, man. It's something really cool to be part of. It's really exciting, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I think like it's really cool to see more people getting into Strongman recently because of like how functional it is and how much fun it is to train.
Yeah.
So it's just really cool to see the sport grow. It's really cool to be part of it.
Yeah. Well, I think, I wish you the best of luck. I think you're going to crush it. Like you said, you've done. You said in your last several competitions you've not placed less than third.
Correct.
And how many of those? The last
3 or 4.
The last several. Okay, so like you're right on the cusp.
Yeah, I feel like it's coming, but you never know.
You know,
like certain things could happen. I could be perfect, could be number 1, and certain things happen. I could be 10th. Who knows?
Yeah, well, even if you do get number 1, it doesn't. No, if you get number 1, then you'll be pro.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you've got to go to pro events and do well to get the special invitations.
Well, yeah. So it's like as soon as you turn pro, you're essentially now the worst pro. So it's like hitting a reset
button.
You start all over. But that presents another opportunity. Like I can only get better. Right.
Right.
You can only go up. So it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a really cool thing to be part of, and I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, are you ready to make a real estate move in Greenville, South Carolina? As a local realtor with Sedan Joyner and a member of Nexus Group, I strive to get you the best deal in the shortest amount of time with the least amount of disturbance to your daily life. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. With a commitment to personalized service and a focus on your needs instead of flashy realtor nonsense, I'll help you achieve your real estate goals with confidence and ease. Let's find your place in Greenville together. Call me today at 864-207-2316 or visit my website, Chris Strother, that's STROTHER, chrisstrother.sedanjoyner.com. Man, I think we've pretty much covered everything I have, but I know we lost a lot.
Yeah.
And this was really, it's about you, but it's also about CBBC. So I just kind of want to recap a few things because, this goes out to the upstate community, the people that listen, and this is all about highlighting Hendo Strength Systems and Carolina Barbell Club. So let's just cover a couple of things because I want the listeners to know about it. If people are, you offer your strength training coach. So if people are just looking, like, what are the motivations you find that people come to you?
The most common is probably lose weight. And then a second to that would be just feel better in day-to-day life. So I introduce those people to strength training, and then we talk about nutrition. We talk about everything that can kind of change to help reach those goals. So strength is always the foundation to everyone's program. Whether they know they're doing strongman movements or they're just lifting a barbell weight or anything like that is not the most important thing. The most important thing is that you create a program that they can actually do and they can be consistent with. It's something that enhances their life. And that's where I come into play to help them choose and navigate those waters.
Yeah. So people are coming to you, want to feel better.
Yeah.
Want to lose weight. By the way, if you lose weight, you will feel better.
Correct. Yeah, 100%.
It's funny how that works.
Yeah.
And they're coming to you for that. But you also, are you training other powerlifters?
Yeah, I train a lot of powerlifters. I train a few strongmen as well. Yeah, so a lot of people will see my Instagram and they see me doing strongman stuff and like, hey, that's cool. I kind of want to try that. So they know that I have all the equipment, so they'll come to me and come to my gym and have access to that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a cool selling point, just to be able to have all these fun things that they can use.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, when you turn pro, that's going to be another bump in your.
That's kind of
in your advertising.
Yeah, it's a big bonus. I could say, you're trained by a professional strongman in this setting. So
yeah,
it's almost, to me, it carries a similar weight as to being certified or having an educational background. Mm-hmm. It just shows that you know what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. And you said you currently operate, and I guess maybe you have been this whole time, I don't know, but you've got a pretty sweet symbiotic relationship with Brits Brothers Gym.
Yes. Yes. Brits Brothers Gym is the brick and mortar that Carolina Barbell Club and Hendo Strength Systems operates out of.
Yeah. Yeah. You have plans to open your own spot?
Absolutely not. It's that is a whole other animal where you live there for like 100 hours a week and everything's on you. So I have a pretty sweet deal with Ali right now, the owner of Brits, and where we work together, and it flows and it works well.
Yeah.
So at least for the foreseeable future, I will still be there.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, that's great. So look, if you're and by the way, how many members does CBBC have?
Oh man, we just updated the roster. We're sitting at about 40 to 45 members right now.
Okay.
Roughly, yeah.
And like people can apply like whenever. It's just open enrollment all the time.
So I do club dues in April of every year, but if you say you want to join in November, we would just prorate the amount and you sign up then.
Okay.
That's easy enough. I'm not going to say, no, you got to wait 6 more months to join.
Sure.
No, we turn people away. No. But anytime people are welcome, we always get an influx after Strengthtoberfest, our biggest event, and we always kind of recap everybody who's a current member in April. So
Yeah.
it flows pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. Last question, then we'll wrap this show up. I'm sure you've got places to be and things to do. But how much can your beard lift?
I wonder when we're going to talk about beard stuff.
You got a good beard, man.
1,000 pounds. Let's just say that. Yeah. Yeah. Same to you. Yeah. I can respect the beard game. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it looks good though. It's lush. It's full. You take care of it. It's not mangy.
I try to.
Yeah.
There are times when I'm accused of being a Neanderthal, but that's okay. That's who I am. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your routine with a beard?
Oh, dude, I very little. Outside of normal maintenance and cuts and trims and stuff like that. I use what's it called? There's some oil that my girlfriend turned me on to. It's rosemary mint vitamin E oil or something like that. It's got biotin in it. Hands down the best stuff I've used. $10 a bottle. Lasts you about a month or two. Great stuff. And then I use Beard Balm by, it's a blue and yellow and white can. It starts with Duke and Cannon.
Oh yeah, Duke Cannon.
Yeah, they make good stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
Those are only two things I use.
I've used quite a bit of their products before, but so it's basically just take care of it when you're in the shower, and then visit the barber every now and then or whatever.
Yep.
But you don't spend a lot of time with do you blow dry it?
Mm-mm.
No,
never have.
You just let it do its thing.
We straighten Neanderthal, bro. Yeah, yeah.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, man.
Cool beans. Well, look, man. You finished it all the way through. AJ Fernandez, Montecristo. What do you think?
Fantastic stick. I would definitely smoke it again.
100% full smoke.
Like I said, AJ never let me down.
Yeah, never. He's a champ.
Yeah.
Couple of people you think would be good for me to bring on the show? Interview recommendations.
My immediate go-to would be Josiah Hartline. He's my number 2 for Carolina Barbell Club. He's a very interesting little dude. He's going to hate me for saying that.
Little dude.
He's going to hate me for saying that. That'll be all right.
How big is it? You say little dude. How big is he?
He's about 180, 185.
Okay.
He's a good dude. He's helped me a lot with Strengthtoberfest. He's been my left hand for everything we do for Carolina Barbell Club pretty much. He's a photographer, and he's a local photographer, videographer. He puts, if you want to see his work, just look on Carolina Barbell Club's Instagram. A lot of the videos from the events are his work. He does a lot of cool stuff with that. And honestly, she's going to hate me for this, but I think Ashley Keys would be a great guest. She's my girlfriend. She is a emergency critical care vet tech at UVS.
Dude. Yeah, that would be great.
Something totally different, but she has a lot to offer in the realm of that. She's very knowledgeable. She's an expert at what she does. I know she's going to hate me for saying that, but
no, absolutely. No, that would be super fun because I've had some other media people. I've done that before. Yeah. But critical care vet tech? No, I've never interviewed anybody like that. So that'd be fun.
Yeah, dude. I never knew the ins and outs of it as much until her and I got together. Like it's a pretty wild field. They do some amazing stuff with animals. People don't realize how close emergency care for animals is to like human care. Like if you go to ER, say you break your arm, you go to ER, same exact care as they do for animals there. She's working with patients that get hit by a car, gunshot wounds. They do surgeries there. She's assisted on cool stuff, man. They're doing really groundbreaking things for your pets.
Nice.
Yeah.
You think she'd be down for the pod?
Possibly. I might have to convince her, but yeah.
Well, you could come with her.
Sure.
And that could calm her down. But I've had people super nervous about coming on my podcast. I'm like, look, it's just a casual conversation. Yeah. Nothing to be.
I think Ollie Pierce would be another good one. He's the owner of Pets. He's a great dude. Yeah. You should come to the gym and check us out, man.
I should.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've talked about this before, but I had really put my mind to losing weight, and it took me about a year to do it. Just changed my diet, incorporated a few things, lost 35 pounds.
Heck yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it was. The last 6 weeks have been a disaster, though.
I mean, life happens.
Yeah, but it's just like, and I told my kids last night, all right, I got to get back to good food.
Yeah.
And this, that, and the other. But like, I spent 6 weeks on the road, back and forth, hardly ever home. And so, like, you're just grabbing food on the go, eating garbage. And so I've put like 9 or 10 back on.
Yeah.
Like, but whatever, it's time to get back to it. Let's get back there. Like, I was at 267. It got down to 232.
Yeah.
And now, like, my new goal, of course, I just want to get back to 232. Let's get there. But I want to get down to like 220 and see where we're at.
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
I'm
it's
like,
doable.
Yeah, it is.
Come see me, man. I'll put a barbell in your hands. It'll be
Yeah.
a good time. Yeah.
I'll see what I can do about that. All right, look, let's wrap it up. If you are in need of my services as a realtor or with a cigar box, you can get me directly at 864-207-2316. You can also visit mobilecigarbox.com to fill out the booking inquiry form. If you'd like to set up a no-obligation consultation with me as a real estate professional, you can send me an email to cstrother@cdanjoiner.com. And if people want to follow and reach out to you, what's the best way to do it again?
My personal Instagram, Hendo Strength Systems or Carolina Barbell Club.
Just send you a DM?
Yep, that's the easiest way to get a hold of me.
Yep. Man, Jake, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate it. Thanks for the smoke. I had a great time.
I've had a good time, and we'll look forward to it, and maybe you'll see me at CBBC.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, listen, you've been listening to Sunday Afternoon Smokes. I appreciate it. Share it with your friends and family on your social media. Share it with the world, because Sunday Afternoon Smokes is really sweet. We'll see you soon.